walk up on the check. They call this the header board in front of the trailers.
Header board?
Header board.
Yes. I'm checking that. This property now screen, there's no holes, tears, or rips in it. Okay? I'm gonna go up and look at my marker light, clearance light. This property now secure, not cracked or broken. Clean it, clear, and work home. Come down and do my glad hands. This is my emergency glad hand. This is the service glad hand. I will take it off. Look them both sides. Make sure it's free and clear of any debris. I will check the rubber gasket to make sure it's not dry, right, torn, none of it's missing. Okay, same way I check the emergency, I will check the service. The electrical line, we'll pull it out, stage it, make sure it's free and clear of any water and debris. I will check my pins to make sure they're not bent or broken and none are missing. This is where I hold my information for my trailer. Check the bottom rail and the top rail. Property mounts and clear, not cracked or broken. Now I'm going to do the side skin of the trailer. There's no holes, tears, or intrusions in the skin. So check my trailer support bars. They're properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. None of them is missing. DO2 reflective tape. It's clean and clear. Must be 50% of the trailer. Now I'm going to come down to the fifth wheel. The fifth wheel is not a sliding fifth wheel, it's a fixed fifth wheel. It's properly mounted secure to the frame. All the bolts are present. None are loose or missing. I'm going to come through the apron. The apron is properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. The skid plate is properly mounted secure to this platform with a mounting pin and cotter pin. They're not cracked or broken. The skid plate is properly greased. There's no gap between the apron and skid plate that lets me know I'm properly coupled to the trailer. This is the release arm. It's not bent or broken. Now in the lock position. I'm going to look out here and check the jaws. Make sure the jaws are locked around the shank of that kingpin. I'm going to check the kingpin. Make sure that's not bent or broken. Once again, I'm confirming I'm properly coupled to the trailer. There's no gap between the skid plate and the apron. Now I'm going to check my landing gear. I'm going to check this inside and outside supports. Make sure they're not cracked or broken. They're properly mounted secure. You check my landing gear feet. They're properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. Check my crank. Crank it a couple times. Make sure it goes up and down. And secure it back. You get here, I'm going to look underneath at my floor supports. They're properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. None of them is missing. I'm going to check the condition of the floor. Make sure there's no holes, tears in my floor. Working my way back. My spare tire holder. It's properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. I'm going to look at my marker light. Properly mounted secure. Clean and clear, amber in color. Still working my way back. I'm continuing to check the skin. Again, here, those are my air lines to my brake chambers. They're properly mounted secure. No abrasion bumps or cuts in them, not leaking in air, and I must have at least 18 inches of clearance from the ground. Working my way back. This is my tandem release arm and tandem pin. Properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. This is my trailer rail. That's my tandem rail. They're not cracked or broken. They're properly mounted secure. This is my hanger or mount for my torque arm and my leaf springs. It's properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. The torque arm itself is properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. I'm looking at my leaf springs. My leaf springs are not shifted, bent, or broken, and they're connected to my axle with those U-bolts. The U-bolts are not cracked or broken, shows no signs of being loose. Loose be indicated by shiny threads. I'm gonna look at that axle. That axle is not cracked, bent, or broken, and it's free of illegal welds. I'm going to do the brakes right here. I'm looking at that. The two air lines going to the brake chamber. Properly mounted secure. No abrasion bumps or cuts in them, not leaking in air. The brake chamber is properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken, not leaking in air. I'm going to look at the push rod and the slack adjuster. They're properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. To check the adjustment, I will chop the wheels, release the emergency brake. I will pull on the slack adjuster. I can have no more than an inch of play on that push rod. The S-cam is properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. The S-cam turns and pushes against the brake shoe and the brake liner. The brake shoe and the brake liner is properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken, none of it's missing, and I must have at least a quarter inch of material on it. The brake shoe and liner pushes up against the brake drum. The drum's not cracked, bent, or broken, free of illegal welds. There's no oil, grease, and contaminants between the brake liner and the brake drum. I'm going to look at the inside rim. It's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, free of illegal welds. I'm going to check the inside skin of the tire to make sure it's properly seated to the rim. There's no abrasions, no bulges, no bumps, no cuts, not leaking any air. I'm going to come to the top of the tire because the rear tire must have 230 seconds of tread depth, but they must be matching in size. They can be recaps or retreads. Now I'm going to look in between my tires, make sure there's no grit or anything rub against my tire. I'm going to check my date and space to make sure that's not cracked or broken. I'm going to look at the inside rims. They're properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken, free of illegal welds. Both sides of the tire is properly seated to the rim. There's no abrasions, no bumps, no bulges, no cuts, not leaking any air. I'm going to come to the outside skin of the tire. There's no abrasions, no bumps, no bulges, no cuts, not leaking air. It's properly seated to the rim. The rim is not cracked or broken, free of illegal welds. The lug nuts are all present and secure. Looseness being indicated by a shiny metal rust streak. This is my axle seal. It's properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken, not leaking any fluid. I'm looking at my valve stems. They're properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. Cap is secure. With an air gauge, I will check to make sure I have at least 100 to 105 psi air pressure in the tire. Working my way back. My door holder. It's properly mounted secure. This is my marker light.
What's this called? Door holder. It's a door holder.
This is my marker light. It's properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken, and of the proper color. Now I'm going to come back here. I'm going to look at the skin. Door skin. There's no holes, tears, or intrusions on it. I'm going to check my hinges. They're properly mounted secure. They're not cracked or broken. I'm going to check my locking poles. They're properly mounted secure. They're not bent, cracked, or broken. I'm going to check my handle. It's properly mounted secure. It's in proper working order. I'm going to check my DOT reflector tape. It's clean and clear. Must be at least 100% at the rear of the trailer. Now I'm going to do my rear lights. They're properly mounted secure. They're not cracked or broken. They're clean and clear and of the proper color. Marker lights. Properly mounted secure. Not cracked or broken. Clean and clear of the proper color. The license plate lights. Properly mounted secure. Not cracked or broken. Clean and clear. The license plate is properly mounted secure. It's clean and clear, and it matches the information in the box in the front of my trailer. The DOT bumper is properly mounted secure, not cracked or broken. Now I'm going to look at the mud flaps. They're properly mounted secure. They're not ripped or torn. They're not dragging on the ground. If you ask me to do this side of the trailer, I'll do it exactly as I did that side. That completes section C, the trailer of the pre-trip inspection.
There you go.
It's not a lot.
Class C. I mean, Form C on your pre-trip inspection.